This one is coming from my favorite user, Sammy or Tammy Gasek.
I've heard of the Tammy.
Can JT Suits, Archie, and Sammy, I guess, have a threesome?
Dude, perfect.
Get it.
For you, Sam.
Lube the tip,
We
and
lube
insert it
this
in.
nice little slow insert.
Bevel facing the septum and insert in a circle of motion.
Medically trained professional right here. Medically trained and a seaman.
Okay.
Airman.
An
Airman.
What is happening, guys? ARCHIEzzle here, and welcome to another video. Archies, I hope you guys are having a great day. Once again, Mr. JT Suits in the house or in the hotel.
What a fam!
Oh, we gotta do that. What up, fam?
Welcome back to a brand new video here on the ARCHIEzzle. We're on the ARCHIEzzle channel.
Yeah. So like
We're about to hit
promised,
30K.
30K, and like
Congrats.
hopefully soon.
You're gonna hit 30K any minute. I just hit 20K.
Yeah, so we're waiting for that 20K tattoo then.
Dude, yeah. ARCHIEzzle fans, I got the 10K. We're gonna get the 20K.
If you don't know JT, check out his links down below. He's a veteran. He was in the Navy. He has a lot of cool stories, a lot of cool experiences.
Oh, yeah.
And like my channel, there's no bullshit. He talks about the real deal and the real shit that happens
straight up
in life.
shit. And then I'm a veteran too.
Hell yeah.
I have a little more leeway.
A different approach and more,
You'll get
yeah.
You'll get there. You'll get there eventually, man. You're
Yeah.
plugging along. You're doing
Hell
good,
yeah,
though,
hell
man.
yeah.
Sarge?
Yeah.
Sergeant?
Sergeant?
He's
Yeah,
Sergeant.
Sergeant.
That's like
Yeah, we call
E5s,
it
man.
Sergeant,
Hell
yeah.
yeah.
And also, hopefully, I'll post a video, an extra video about Army slangs, and he's trying to guess what kind of Army.
Yeah, I kind of
Totally
failed.
different. Yeah, he failed.
We did an Army slang video, and I did all right. I kind of, I don't know.
Okay, but on to the video. Today it's gonna be that Army versus Navy Q&A. Thank you for all the comments and questions, and we'll just dive into it right now. First one.
There you go.
Living standards of Army versus Navy. How is it different? For the Army, it really depends where you're getting stationed.
Right.
Because there's some soldiers that get stationed to like an Air Force base, and that's like jackpot right there.
Oh, dude.
Dorms.
Air Force base.
Yeah.
Their dorms, their barracks are.
They don't even have roommates.
I know. What is that about?
No roommates at all. For the Army, my first duty
bull.
station, I had a roommate, and it was like, you can actually like touch your buddy's hand.
It was so small.
while laying on bed. It was so small. We share a bathroom with 2 other people, so 4 people to 1 bathroom.
That's-
and it was really small.
Same in
That's
the Navy.
Uh-huh.
Our whole barracks, the whole barracks situation, up until you're an E5, you're not going to be able to move out into town unless you're married. So you're
Okay.
pretty much stuck in the barracks, in a majority of the Navy until you're E1, E2, E3, E4.
Yeah.
Until you hit that E5, you're stuck in the barracks, and they're mostly small. I shared a roommate for a long time. I had a roommate for 3 years.
3 years.
All different types of roommates, and the rooms they're cozy.
You probably know each other really well by
You know each other real.
If you get lucky though, some duty stations, not all the same, like I always say on my channel.
Right.
If you get stationed
Some.
and if you're like an E5, let's say E6, you get your own room, and there's actually a separate barracks which
Right.
is just for NCOs, and that's actually pretty great. Even
Yeah.
the hallways are bigger.
Yeah, and our barracks, our E5s or E6s that were single, and they had their own room.
Their own room, yeah.
But as an E4, and I was in for 3 years, I was an E4. I was sharing a room with an E2, with an E3.
But it is what you make out of it,
Dude.
and like always, it's different. But obviously, because a lot of kids have been asking me also, like you can put like your PlayStation, your Xbox, or like your TV. You can do all your thing. You can even hang like jerseys or flags.
You can have your barracks
Yeah.
room set up.
Yeah.
Just if you're in training though, a lot of training commands will make you lock up your electronics.
We do that too. Yeah, and we
So it
do
doesn't
like
get
a
stolen.
log. And like an inventory, like a sheet, what's in that room and the serial number and all that, so if something gets lost and all
Yeah.
that. But as usual, don't do anything stupid in the barracks. No smoking. You can drink.
Yeah,
There's rules and
I was gonna say, don't even get me started though with living conditions on the ship. That's a whole nother.
It's a whole different beast.
That's a whole nother story. But
Yeah.
we're just kind of the same. Army, Navy, like we both don't really have the Air Force level
Yeah.
standards of living.
I just gotta say, Air Force has the best shit.
Kyle,
Why?
Kyle,
Okay,
come on,
roommates.
share the love.
Laundry, you share a laundry room, probably like 10 dryers and 10 washers. You just gotta find the one that works.
Yeah, same. We all share
And don't
laundry.
lose anything. This one, next question. Is there any water exercises or tests in boot camp or for the Army, what do we have for the Army? For the Army, for basic combat training, you don't really have to swim. There's no swimming test.
No swimming?
But once you get to the actual unit that you're going to, sometimes they'll have a drown-proofing exercise or training, which is basically you jumping into the pool with all your gear, IOTV, helmet, rucksack, boots, and all that. And you basically jump into the pool, probably like 10 feet, and try to take off everything, swim up, and go to
the
safety.
side?
Yes,
Oh.
the side. That's it.
I didn't even know you guys had to do that.
Yeah, that's just depends on your unit.
But not everybody.
Yeah, not everybody. It just
Okay.
depends.
Now everybody in Navy boot camp, you have to pass the swim.
Because you're gonna be on the ship.
I mean, yeah, you would think like it's funny. You do get so many people that don't know how to swim that join the Navy, and that's a whole nother the Filipino mafia.
Yeah, and it's
You didn't join the Navy,
No,
the
I didn't join the
Filipino,
Navy because
yeah.
every Filipino, everyone that asks me like, "Oh, you're in the military?
Navy.
Are you in the Navy?"
You're
That's
like,
a stereotype.
"No."
That's why I broke the stereotype.
You broke it.
But yeah,
Nice, man. But no, you have to swim. There were so many people, dude, in boot camp that didn't know how to swim.
okay.
And you have to, they'll set you back in training. They'll keep you in boot camp to teach you how
So
to
you'll
to
be a
swim.
holdover
They'll keep,
until
yeah,
you-
you'll be a holdover if you don't know. They'll keep trying to teach you and teach you and teach you. They'll teach you the backstroke. If you don't know how, they teach you backstroke. You just have to jump off of this 30-foot platform and you swim 50 yards to the end of the pool.
So I made the right choice then.
Yeah, so, you know, for me, I knew how to swim. I jumped off, did freestyle, boom, easy. I was done in not even 3 minutes. But yeah, you have to know how to swim. After boot camp though, you won't ever have to swim again.
Okay.
Unless they have a swim call and you wanna jump off the ship.
What's the swim called?
I got to jump off the ship in the Arabian Sea. The captain called a swim call and they let us all jump off the carrier.
Okay.
We all got to jump off the elevator, the flight deck elevators, 30 feet into the sea.
Holy shit.
And we swam back to the back and climbed up the fantail, the back of the
It would have
boat.
been nice if you had a GoPro at that time.
I know, that's why I get pissed that I didn't record so much stuff that I could have. I didn't think about doing YouTube, you know, when I was active duty.
That's pretty crazy, pretty intense.
Yeah.
But I'm happy I didn't join the Navy because I can't swim. I'll probably be like that. I'll probably be that guy like, oh, that guy can't swim, recycle until I get kicked out. But
Yeah, no, they'll teach you though.
they'll teach me.
We won't let you fail. We got you, Archie.
Go Army.
Dude.
All right.
No swimming for you.
Who likes food more?
Who likes food more?
It's just like a personal question.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, for what branch likes food more?
I don't really know how to answer this. We've been
Yeah, that's kind of, we're like debating, wait, what does he mean by that? Like Army food, Navy food?
Yeah, who doesn't like food? I think the quality of food, I guess. We'll
The
just do that.
quality of food. Now, like when I talked with Kyle about the Air Force food, we both agreed in Pensacola is where a lot of training goes for Air Force, Navy, for a lot of branches in Florida. And they had like the best galley. Pensacola, Florida.
Galley.
The galley? You don't know the galley? Wait, what do you call the
DFAC?
What's a DFAC?
A DFAC, a dining facility. I should have asked that earlier, but
Damn it.
DFAC is a dining facility. It's basically
Okay,
a
I
mess
have no
hall,
idea.
a chow hall.
You call it chow hall, mess hall? Yeah, we
Yeah.
call it a galley. It's the galley. I don't know what to say. It's a galley.
It's a buffet.
It's just it's a buffet. You
Oh,
go
okay.
in, you know, you have your tray,
Okay.
you get the food. It's
Oh,
a galley.
shit.
Yeah,
Do
DFAC.
you get like good choices though?
See, that's the thing though. On the ship, our food sucks. In the Navy, unless you're an officer or higher enlisted.
Okay, that's
it's all gonna be just slop. On bases though, it depends on the base, what kind of galley.
Yeah.
You know, like when I was in Jacksonville, the food was alright. When I was in San Diego, the food was pretty good. When I was in Japan, the food was a lot better. In Japan, the food was really good on the base there.
I think I have to say it really depends also where you're stationed at. When I was in Germany, the DFAC was okay. It was really nice. There's a few soldiers that did complain
Yeah.
because they probably had a better life and they actually had better food before joining.
Right.
But food is food. I mean,
It's free.
it's free, and especially when I was in Germany, you can go off post and eat at restaurants.
Ooh, get the schnapps, the Blut,
the
what do you call it?
schnitzel, the
Schnitzel.
currywurst. That's where I started drinking a lot of beer actually, which
Oh.
is pretty fun, pretty dope.
The beer belly.
I didn't go to Oktoberfest, but my wife was able to go because my wife was in the army before, and
Oh, yeah.
so I missed out and watched the kid. That
Did you met your wife when you were both active duty?
Yes, we were in AIT. We were in A school.
Oh, wow, look at that.
So we were in A school, and she didn't know I made videos. So people went up to
What?
her like, "Do you know that guy that you're talking to makes YouTube videos?"
What?
But-
Yeah, I had no idea you were both
Yeah.
you met active duty.
Active duty. So
That's awesome.
yeah, we didn't even like know that we're gonna be in the same duty station because I got orders to go to Germany as well.
Right.
Vilsec, Germany. She got like orders going somewhere else, somewhere in Europe, and I got kind of sad about that.
It
And
just
then the
worked
last
out,
minute, the last few days before shipping out, they're like, "Oh, you got new orders." So I'm like, "Yes."
Dang. That's
and look at me
crazy,
now.
man. Look at you now.
Married, kids.
30,000
Everything-
subs, E5, sergeant.
Hell yeah, everything's good.
Yeah, everything's
Everything's
rolling right
good.
now.
Navy versus Army. What are some things that you would like about each other's branch that you wish you had?
Ooh.
I guess.
What would you like from the Navy? I don't know. Is there anything you want from the Navy? You don't want to go on a boat. You don't want to go out to sea. You might
I guess
wanna go
the pay,
the ports.
the ports.
The
'Cause
duties.
you get to travel more, like legitimately travel more, right?
Yeah, you might want to go to some places like Thailand, Australia, Singapore.
So you stop over there for like a week, days.
Yeah, so we'll be out at sea for 40, 50 days straight sometimes.
Holy shit, that's a lot of days. And
Where
you get
all
like
you see is the ocean.
all the pay
all
for
you
that
see-
too, like hardship.
Oh, yeah,
pay,
yeah.
or, like being overseas pay.
Yeah, actually, when I was deployed in the Persian Gulf, we got hazardous duty pay, imminent danger.
Okay.
We got sea pay. I got flight deck pay, family separation pay if you're married, tax free,
That's
and
amazing.
you get your base pay.
That's legit.
All those pays.
For the Air Force, no, the Air Force. Why did I say Air Force? Because they always have the good shit.
Kyle's always getting in here, man.
No, for the Army, it really depends where you're getting stationed at. But there's a lot of Army bases in Europe. You can go to Belgium. You
So
can
you
go
get
to
extra
Japan.
base.
Is there one in Japan? Camp Zama. I know that's an Army.
Oh.
That's actually an Air Force base, but we have Army personnel.
Zam, that's where I was.
Zama.
The video I talked about the helicopters.
Okay,
I went to Camp Zama to work on the Blackhawks.
That's
To-
why
to
there's
work-
Army people over
Yeah.
there. Yeah. And you
Yeah,
can go to
funny.
Korea. Also, people have different opinions about Korea, but it's just what you make out of it. But
So you would want our incentive pays, more extra pays?
yeah, more
in the
of those
Army?
pays, like extra pay.
And
we
the
get
ports?
into and more traveling per se.
I guess from the Army, I guess something that I would want, because I'm a very athletic, I've always been a competitive athletic person growing up. So I like the more physical aspect of the Army.
Okay.
Where you guys have to be, you have your testing, you make rank,
Yeah.
and you actually have to have a good
PT score.
PT
yeah,
score.
PT score for
So
that.
I appreciate that side of the Army more, as me being more,
It's more,
like I said,
it's more
active.
being on the ground and doing like actual.
Yeah, because I chose working on the flight deck as my job. I worked on the flight deck on the carrier, so I liked an exciting kind of fast-paced job.
Did you get to pick a job?
Yeah, I picked aviation mechanic, knowing that I'd have the potential to work on the flight deck.
Okay.
So luckily everything worked
So
out for me.
It's pretty similar, Army Navy then, because I
Yeah.
know other branches you don't read. I think Air Force you're not sure what you're gonna get until you're at.
Oh, right.
then. But you can pick in the Army, I guess, in the Navy. But
Yeah, we pick our jobs at MEPS.
So I like your
Nice.
guys' pay and more travel. That's what I like.
Yeah, and I guess like I said, you're more kind of physical
Like
aspect, more work ethic, yeah,
high-speed
motivation, yeah.
Do you know what high speed means, by the way?
High speed, like a turn. It's high speed is like your like supermoto. Right? Like
pretty
high
cool.
speed?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, like pretty
Like shit
pretty
hot?
legit shit. Army BCT versus Navy boot camp. The difference, I guess,
Ooh, Army versus Navy.
Army is all mental. It's not really physical.
What?
I mean, for some people,
Oh
it
my
might
God.
be physical, especially if you.
Yours
didn't
is way
prepare.
more physical than the Navy. You guys do obstacle courses and shit?
We do obstacle course, but it got watered down, and it depends on which
Okay.
basic training area you go.
How
to.
long is your boot camp?
Boot camp was 10 weeks.
Mine was 8 weeks.
Oh,
Some
sure.
people even do it in 7 weeks if you're a push division.
Oh,
Yeah, mostly it's like 8 weeks. So yours is 2 weeks longer?
2 weeks longer.
But yeah, but you got to think though. You guys have to do.
We have to
You're
do
like
we
M6,
do
you're
rifle
training with all-
qualifications for your M16.
Shit,
You
we're
got
tying,
no choice.
We're
when you-
tying knots.
Tying knots. Tying knots. Arts and
We're
crafts.
tying knots and stamping underwear.
Oh shit.
Let's go.
Yeah, obviously we got to do a PT test. Even if
Yeah.
you're not really gonna be infantry, for basic combat training, they teach you like basic infantryman stuff, like
Mhm.
going on patrols, going on the V formation.
So you all learn that.
flanking and all that. So everyone gets like a base idea. If they have time, they'll teach you how to do convoys and like land nav. They always do land nav also.
Did you do hand to hand?
And you got bugle sticks at that time.
Oh yeah, we didn't
and
do in the-
combatives.
No hand to hand combat in the Navy. We didn't train on that. And all we got was a little pistol and then a shotgun. And like we didn't even like to qualify on.
Holy shit.
And even then, it was like really minimal training.
Yeah.
Like I said, boot camp is mental too for Navy.
Mental, yeah.
Because the whole thing is sailorization. Like for you guys make you into a soldier, right?
Yeah.
So they're breaking
So
us
basically,
down.
what a basic soldier, sailor does.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
So they're
okay.
breaking us down to the core, like Army
Yeah.
also, and they build us up, right? Soldier,
Yeah.
sailor.
Just to have a good
Mental.
idea. It's
It's
all
all mental,
I mean, don't get me wrong. You still have to be physically fit so you won't fail and get recycled.
Yeah. Be physically fit already, just so you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
That's like a
It's
little
always
thing.
good.
You don't even have to worry about. Oh, I'm in shape. I don't have to worry about not passing my stuff.
Yeah.
You don't worry about other things. But like I said, attention to detail too.
Mm-hmm.
They really stress attention to detail in Navy boot
It's
camp.
the same. It's the same.
Yeah.
You just gotta do what you're told to, listen, and just don't say anything. Don't complain, and you'll just you know, pass. You don't have to be like, oh, I'm gonna volunteer, because that's just gonna make your 10 weeks really miserable.
The KY jelly is really distracting me. I just keep looking over. I'm like, dude, the KY.
Don't ask why, but I guess in defense we got an NPA, because for YouTube Next Up, that was my project.
Bro, that could, if there was no clarification, that could have been. What's going on here?
What's going
guys?
on? I leave it for housekeeping.
Yeah, just you know, just some Navy Army love going on.
Oh yeah.
You know? Oh shit, that's good.
Shit. Okay.